What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be getting into my Ohio Valley Conference Tournament predictions video. Let's get into this here. This conference, very solid one, wide open. I'm going to start out here with the standings. Starting out with the number one seed, we do have Little Rock finishing 14-4 in conference play. They have tiebreakers over the 2 seed UT Martin, who also finishes 14-4 in conference play, and the 3 seed Morehead State finishing also 14-4 in conference play. So those are the top 3 teams, but you also have a really good 4 seed in Western Illinois, finishing 13-5 in conference play. You get to the 5 seed Tennessee State, finishing 18-8 in conference play. 6 seed SIUE. Not sure where this conference is located, but SIUE finishing 9-9 in conference play. Then the 7 seed is Eastern Illinois, finishing 8-10 in conference play. And then finally, barely beating out another team to make this tournament is the 8 seed Southern Illinois, finishing 5-13 in conference play. You get to 3 teams that missed out, and that was Tennessee Tech, who finishes 5-13. Southern Indiana owned the tiebreaker. You get to Southeast Missouri State, who actually made the tournament last year. They've had a drop off this year, though, finishing 4-14 in conference play. And then Lindenwood down at the bottom, finishing 3-15. But without out of the way, let's get into these predictions here. The first round starts on Wednesday, March 6th, between Southern Indiana and Tennessee State for the first game. You know, as much as I would want to see Southern Indiana pulling off the upset, I do think you got to go with 5-seeded Tennessee State to win that one. And then the next one, SIUE versus Eastern Illinois, is an interesting one, a 6 versus a 7. I kind of want to look at what happened earlier. Eastern Illinois won just on February 27th. That was their only matchup. No, they played on December 29th and SIUE won. So it's a split in the season series. I'm going to give this one, though, to Eastern Illinois. I kind of feel like Eastern Illinois can get the win. It's an even matchup. Could go either way. But SIUE has on a 3-game losing skid right now, kind of on the cold stretch. Keep in mind, they did play, one of the better teams in Western Illinois, but I do have Eastern Illinois, the 7 seed, pulling off the win. All right, we move on to the next round here. And that's going on the Thursday games. That's going to start out with Western Illinois versus Tennessee State. For a spot to battle it out against Little Rock. It's an interesting one. Tennessee State's a decent team coming off a game versus Southern Indiana, but I do have Western Illinois winning that one coming off the bye week. And then moving on, Morehead State, Eastern Illinois. Morehead State's been really freaking good in conference play. I don't think that changes versus Eastern Illinois, so I am going to go with Morehead State. Moving on. So we do have the top 4 seeds, the 4 best teams, I think, clearly, and this is where things will get interesting when we get to the Friday games. And that's going to start out with Little Rock versus Eastern Illinois. Western Illinois, sorry. Interesting matchup. If we look at the season series, Western Illinois, these two haven't played since January. Have they even played? I do not see where they've played. Let me find it. Oh, they did play in February. Little Rock won by 3 on the road. Guys, I'm feeling the upset with Western Illinois. I know that Little Rock is coming off a 9-game winning streak, but Western Illinois is a really good team as well. I have a good feeling. Sometimes in these conference tournaments, you just got to rely on good feelings. Western Illinois is a good team, not only at home, but on the road as well. Little Rock's got a lot of their wins just being played at home. So I think the neutral site could kind of flip that up. Give me Western Illinois. And then an interesting matchup between UT Martin and Morehead State. I really like Morehead State as a team. UT Martin, when they played, UT Martin beat Morehead State earlier on. And then Morehead State on the 18th of January beat UT Martin by a lot. But I'm going to go with UT Martin, the 2 seed, coming off the win. Morehead State has a decent difficulty matchup versus Eastern Illinois. Could get them a little bit beat up for this one. UT Martin has a 7-game winning streak right now. So I do like the 2 seed. Moving on. So the championship consists of 2 seed UT Martin versus 4-seeded Western Illinois. This would be a good championship. We see on February 10th, UT Martin on the road beats Western Illinois by a 3-point game. And then you look at the 11th. Western Illinois beats UT Martin by 11. It's going to be a fun one, I think, if we see it. But at this point in time, on a neutral site, I'm going to put my faith in Western Illinois. Why not go with the 4-seeded team here? Coming up, playing Tennessee State, playing 3 games in a row, winning all 3 of them to win the championship and move on to the NCAA tournament. All right, anyway, guys, thank you all for watching my Ohio Valley Conference Tournament predictions. Comment down below your predictions. Anyway, guys, peace out.